Welcome to my channel, Advanced Learner Studio, where we unpack fascinating insights and explore what truly matters. Today, we're plunging into, well, one of the most compelling frontiers of our time, the evolving role of artificial intelligence within the vibrant world of creative industries. If you've ever pondered how AI is not just nudging, but profoundly reshaping the way we conceive music, craft stories, design striking visuals, or even dream up entirely new forms of art, then you are absolutely in the right place. Our journey together today is aimed at giving you a distinct shortcut to being genuinely well-informed on this topic. We'll be exploring the vast opportunities, the intricate challenges, and honestly, some utterly mind-bending possibilities that lie ahead. Imagine it's a collaborative expedition, right? Where we're exploring how algorithms can help us create stunning visuals that push the very boundaries of imagination. But we're also simultaneously asking, is AI merely a sophisticated tool, a burgeoning collaborator, or maybe something else entirely? Let's unravel how AI fits into a world where creativity has long been held as, a uniquely human trait.
It's such an essential question because creativity, really, at its core, is the very essence of human expression. It's how we tell our stories, how we convey our deepest emotions, and ultimately make sense of this complex world around us. And what's truly remarkable here is how AI, with its immense capacity to process colossal amounts of data, discern these intricate patterns, and generate fresh content, well, it's adding an entirely new dimension to this age-old process.
A whole new dimension? Like what specifically?
Well, think about it. AI can now assist a musician in composing a complex symphony. It can lend a hand to a writer sculpting a riveting novel, or empower a designer to envision a futuristic fashion collection. These are avenues that, honestly, not so long ago were almost inconceivable.
Right, unimaginable even a few years back.
Exactly. But it's not a straightforward narrative of just technological progress. This burgeoning presence of AI in creative industries also ignites these vital conversations about authenticity, about where true authorship resides, and indeed about the very future trajectory of human creativity itself. And this naturally leads us to ponder, can a machine genuinely be creative? Or is it just, adeptly mimicking what humans have already brought into existence?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. And we'll delve into these thought-provoking questions, examining them through the lens of concrete, real-world examples.
And that's precisely the exploration we're embarking on. We'll navigate through a diverse landscape of creative fields, we'll examine specific tools and their applications, and delve into these overarching themes, all while providing you with illustrative case studies and practical insights. We're going to start by examining AI's impactful presence across the visual arts, then gracefully transition into its role in music, writing, film, gaming, and even the world of fashion, before, immersing ourselves in the profound ethical and philosophical discussions that are just so integral to this dynamic conversation. Okay, so visual arts. Now here's where things get particularly intriguing, I think. The astonishing speed and, frankly, the remarkable quality of AI-generated art.
Yeah.
You've likely seen examples, right?
Yeah.
Tools like DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion. They've truly captured the public imagination.
Oh, absolutely. They allow virtually anyone with a keyboard to conjure these breathtaking visuals from simple text prompts.
It's wild. You literally type what you would envision maybe a cyberpunk cityscape at sunset, or, I don't know, a majestic dragon soaring over a snow-capped mountain range.
And the AI generates a potential masterpiece in mere moments. It's not magic, of course.
Right, not magic, but it feels like it sometimes. How does it actually work?
Well, these tools operate by meticulously analyzing enormous data sets of existing images. They learn not just what objects look like, but the intricate relationships between colors, forms, textures, and artistic styles. They internalize these patterns, effectively becoming visual polyglots, you could say.
Visual polyglots, I like that.
Yeah, and then they're capable of generating entirely new images based on your specific textual inputs. The results can be utterly captivating. Hyper-realistic landscapes, surreal portraits.
Or even those weird mashups, like a Van Gogh-style painting of a futuristic robot.
Exactly. The AI can produce something that genuinely feels like it sprung from the Starry Night universe, marrying classical aesthetics with modern concepts. But this capability isn't just about crafting pretty pictures, though. It's prompting this profound reconsideration about what it means to be an artist.
Mm-hmm. And that brings us to that pivotal moment, right? The 2018 sale of Portrait of Edmund de Bellamy.
Yes, that was huge. Produced by the AI algorithm Obvious, it fetched an astounding $432,500 at Christie's.
Wow.
And the real shock wasn't just the price tag, it was the chilling realization for many that a machine could produce something we deemed art and worthy of such a prestigious auction. It really forced us to ask, is creativity truly ours alone? Or is it just a very sophisticated form of pattern recognition?
A very, very sophisticated form. It's a compelling question.
It is. Yet AI's contribution isn't confined to just generating standalone artworks. It's proving to be an exceptionally powerful enhancement for artists, elevating their existing creative processes.
How so? Like in practice?
Well, take, for instance, concept art and prototyping. Artists in film and gaming are now using AI to rapidly generate a multitude of ideas for characters, environments, props. Instead of laboriously sketching dozens of manual drafts, they can use AI to produce countless variations, explore diverse directions, and refine their vision much more efficiently.
So it speeds up that initial brainstorming phase massively.
Immensely. It saves huge amounts of time in ideation. Then there's style transfer.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that. Turning photos into paintings.
Exactly. AI can apply the aesthetic characteristics of one image onto another picture, transforming a simple photograph into a painting in the distinct style of Monet or Picasso. It's gaining traction in digital art, animation.
Creating some really unique fusions.
Right. And AI is also making significant strides in restoration and enhancement, breathing new life into faded or damaged historical artworks, old photos, even vintage films, bringing them back with striking clarity.
That's incredible for preserving cultural heritage.
It truly is. Things previously unimaginable. And then in generative design, architects and product designers are using AI to explore innovative structures, intricate patterns, novel layouts, things human ideation alone might not easily yield.
Pushing the boundaries of what's possible structurally and aesthetically.
Precisely. A fantastic example is the artist Refik Anadol. He uses AI to craft these mesmerizing, data-driven installations.
Oh, I think I've seen his work. Machine hallucination.
That's the one. It transforms vast data sets like architectural blueprints or cultural archives into these vibrant, flowing visual experiences. They feel both profoundly futuristic and somehow deeply human. It really shows AI as a potential collaborative force.
Okay, so if AI is getting so good at generating art and even collaborating, what does this actually mean for the authenticity of art itself? Because, this isn't without its controversies.
Not at all. There are definitely contentious aspects. One primary point is the originality debate.
Is it really new?
That's the question. Given that AI models train on enormous collections of existing images, a significant argument is that they are simply remixing or reinterpreting what already exists rather than genuinely originating something novel.
Which leads straight into the legal mess, right? Copyright and intellectual property.
Exactly. If an AI produces an image after processing thousands of artworks, who owns it? The prompt writer? The AI developers, the AI itself, or potentially no one under current laws in many places. It's a profoundly intricate legal question that IP laws worldwide are scrambling to catch up with. They often seem ill-equipped for this new paradigm.
It's a massive gray area. And then there's the other side of the coin. Accessibility versus oversaturation.
A classic double-edged sword. On one hand, AI tools are undeniably democratizing art creation, making professional-looking visuals reachable for almost anyone.
Which sounds great. Empowering more people to be creative.
Many see it that way, yes, a powerful force. However, the converse is the possibility of a market just flooded with an overwhelming abundance of generic, algorithmically produced pieces.
Yeah, a sea of sameness potentially drowning out unique human artists.
That's the concern. This glut could potentially overshadow the distinct voices and diligent efforts of human artists, making it harder for them to stand out. It requires very careful navigation.
Definitely tricky. So looking ahead in visual arts, what advancements can we expect?
Well, we can anticipate some truly remarkable advancements. We're already seeing breakthroughs in real-time AI art generation, artists tweaking parameters on the fly, creating dynamic, interactive works that evolve right before their eyes.
Like art that reacts to you?
Potentially, yes. Imagine an art piece subtly altering its composition or color palette in direct response to your presence or interaction. Furthermore, the seamless integration of AI with virtual and augmented reality is poised to birth deeply immersive art experiences.
Okay, paint me a picture there.
Picture navigating a virtual gallery where paintings not only respond to your movements, but maybe even generate new elements as you walk by. Or an augmented reality exhibit where digital art layers and interacts fluidly with the physical world around you.
Wow. That's next level.
It really is. And from my perspective, the fundamental goal here isn't replacing human creativity. It's about profoundly amplifying it. AI furnishes artists with novel, potent avenues to explore ideas, experiment with previously unreachable aesthetics, and connect with audiences in ways that were once purely theoretical.
So it's about enhancing their voice, not silencing it.
Exactly, allowing them to retain and express their unique artistic voice while wielding these incredibly sophisticated AI tools, pushing the boundaries of artistic expression into entirely new territories.
Okay, let's shift gears from sight to sound. Music. You mentioned AI composing.
Yeah.
That feels like a huge leap.
It absolutely is. What's genuinely fascinating here is AI's rapidly growing capacity to compose original musical pieces. This represents a monumental shift. We're now seeing sophisticated AI tools like AIVA, Artificial Intelligence, Virtual Artist, and OpenAI's MuseNet, both demonstrating the ability to generate music across an astonishing spectrum of genres.
From classical to what? Pop? Jazz?
Everything. Intricate classical orchestrations, vibrant jazz improvisations, even pulsating electronic tracks. The mechanism is elaborate. They're meticulously trained on vast musical libraries.
So like the visual art AIs, they learn the patterns. Melody, harmony, rhythm.
Precisely. They internalize the complex patterns that define various styles. To illustrate, AIVA has composed complete orchestral pieces performed by real musicians.
Actual human musicians playing AI compositions. That's wild.
It is astounding. And AIVA, back in 2019, became the first AI formally recognized as a composer by France's SEM, their copyright society.
Recognized as a composer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And artists like Turin Southern have released entire albums weaving together human vocals with AI-generated instrumentals, a promising new frontier in collaboration.
So it's not just mimicking Bach or Mozart.
Far beyond mimicry. AI can transcend existing styles. Experimental artists are harnessing AI to forge entirely new genres, blending disparate traditions or inventing sounds that were previously non-existent.
Like what kind of blend?
Imagine, maybe, a track algorithmically fusing haunting sitar melodies with glitchy electronic dance beats. It offers a completely novel, unexpected auditory experience.
Okay, so composition is one thing, but AI's influence goes beyond just writing the notes, right?
Yeah.
What about production?
Oh, definitely. AI is significantly streamlining the actual music production process as well. Consider tools like Isotope Neutron or Landar. They use AI to automate complex tasks like mixing, mastering, sound design.
The really time-consuming stuff.
Exactly. These systems analyze audio tracks in real time, making precise adjustments for balance, clarity, effects. This frees up producers from countless hours of manual work.
Letting them focus more on the art, the feel.
Precisely, allowing them to dedicate more time and creative energy to the nuanced, artistic aspects. And beyond production, AI is deeply embedded in personalizing our music experiences. Think about Spotify or Pandora.
Yeah, those recommendations can be scarily accurate sometimes.
They leverage incredibly sophisticated AI algorithms to curate highly personalized playlists, consistently introducing you to new artists and songs that uncannily match your tastes. It's more than just simple recommendations. It's the AI effectively understanding the emotional, maybe even cultural context of your listening habits, almost anticipating what you'll like next.
It feels like it knows me better than I know myself sometimes.
It can feel that way. And for a growing number of musicians, AI isn't seen as a threat, but as an invaluable creative partner.
Like who? Any examples?
Well, renowned artists like Holly Herndon and Bjork have notably collaborated with AIs. Bjork, for instance, trained an AI she named Spawn to generate unique vocal-like sounds.
Yeah, Bon. Interesting name. What was the result like?
A distinct, otherworldly blend of human and machine voices, both intimate and groundbreaking. And this collaborative approach is compelling because it empowers musicians to experiment in ways that would be virtually unattainable alone.
How so?
Well, AI can rapidly generate hundreds, even thousands of variations of a melody or rhythm. It provides artists with this inexhaustible wellspring of starting points to refine and build upon.
Like having an infinitely patient, tireless bandmate.
Exactly. An infinitely creative, tireless bandmate offering fresh perspectives and endless ideas.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but there have to be downsides, right? Challenges.
Absolutely. With all this exhilarating innovation, genuine challenges inevitably emerge. The question of authenticity is a knotty one.
Yeah, the credit question again. If an AI writes a hit song,
who gets the credit? The programmer. The musician who tweaked it. The algorithm itself. It's murky. Then there's the risk of homogenization.
The fear of everything sounding the same.
That's a significant concern. If AI tools primarily train on popular music datasets, they might inadvertently produce formulaic songs lacking that raw, unpredictable, maybe imperfect human spark.
Technically perfect? Maybe, but emotionally flat.
Potentially. The worry is it could lead to a sound that's technically flawless but emotionally inert. And finally, the potential for an accessibility divide.
Meaning not everyone can afford these tools.
Right. While AI tools are democratizing music creation in some ways, their potential expense or the technical know-how required could create a chasm between those who can use them and those who can't. A new form of digital exclusion.
That's a really vital point to consider. So, thinking about the future, what does this mean for the soundscape of tomorrow?
The future of AI in music is just teeming with exhilarating possibilities. We're seeing AI-powered instruments emerging that can adapt to a musician's playing style in real time.
Responding to improvisation.
Exactly. Dynamically responding and shaping the sound. Imagine a virtual DJ remixing tracks live, adapting spontaneously to the crowd's energy, not just a preset list.
Wow. And beyond that,
As AI sophistication grows, it could lead to previously unimaginable forms of music. Interactive soundscape that evolve based on the listener's mood or physiology.
like biofeedback music.
Potentially. Or a piece that continuously shifts composition based on the room's acoustics. If we connect this to the broader landscape, AI offers musicians unparalleled freedom to dream bigger, bolder. It's about enhancing creativity, not replacing it.
Whether it's symphonies, pop hits, or totally avant-garde experiments.
Precisely. Pushing the auditory experience into uncharted territory.
Okay, let's pivot now to writing. This feels maybe even more personal. How is AI changing the act of writing?
It does feel deeply personal, doesn't it? Pouring thoughts onto a page, crafting worlds.
Exactly. So what happens when AI sits in the writer's room? I mean, we've had spell check forever, but this is different.
Much different. And you've likely already encountered AI in writing without fully realizing it. Tools like Grammarly or ProWriting Aid use NLP, natural language processing.
Right. They go way beyond spelling, grammar, style, tone.
But AI writing assistants are evolving far past that now. Tools like Sudowrite and Jasper can genuinely assist with brainstorming, generating plot points, even drafting entire scenes based on a prompt.
Seriously. You give it a prompt like, dystopian detective finds conspiracy, and it writes a scene.
It can generate a detailed scene, yeah, complete with atmospheric descriptions, dialogue, providing a robust starting point, or fleshing out a sequence. These tools are trained on truly vast amounts of text novels, poems, articles, blogs, news.
So they can mimic different styles and genres.
With remarkable fidelity. For many writers, AI now acts like a creative catalyst. It can be incredibly effective for overcoming writer's block, suggesting new directions, offering alternative phrasings.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Especially for tricky sentences.
Definitely. And it's a huge benefit for non-native speakers, helping them craft polished, fluent prose, bridging communication gaps.
Okay, so it's an assistant, but can it actually tell a story?
That's where it gets even more interesting. AI has moved beyond mere assistance to demonstrate a genuine capacity for storytelling. Advanced models like GPT-3 and its successors are really pushing the boundaries. They can construct poems, formulate scripts, even write segments of novels with surprising depth and creativity.
Is there like a famous example of an AI-written novel?
Well, a pioneering one was Won the Road, written entirely by an AI back in 2018 during a cross-country U.S. road trip.
How did that work?
The project, led by Russ Goodwin, fed the AI data constantly, GPS coordinates, photos, other inputs. The result was this surreal stream of consciousness narrative. While not a bestseller, it undeniably illustrated AI's nascent ability to tell stories in non-traditional ways, challenging our notions of narrative.
And this is impacting journalism too, right? And content creation.
Significantly, yes, especially in enhancing efficiency. In newsrooms, AI is augmenting human capabilities. The Washington Post uses heliograph for routine sports reports, election updates.
Freeing up human journalists for the deeper dives.
Exactly. For the investigative work, critical analysis, nuanced storytelling where human insight and judgment are indispensable. And on the broader content creation front, businesses use tools like Poppy.ai or WriteSonic to generate marketing copy, blog posts, social media content at scale.
Tailored to specific audiences, churning it out fast.
10 seconds often. It empowers freelancers and small businesses without large teams. But
there's always a but.
yeah,
Job displacement, quality concerns.
both legitimate concerns about displacing human writers and the risk of the internet getting saturated with low-quality, repetitive AI content, potentially diminishing overall quality online.
So again, challenges. What are the big ones specifically for AI writing?
Well, a significant concern revolves around voice and authenticity. AI can mimic style accurately, but often lacks that profound emotional depth, lived experience, or unique perspective crucial for human writing to resonate.
It can sound hollow?
Sometimes, yes, technically perfect, but emotionally detached. Then there's the potential for plagiarism.
Because it's trained on existing stuff.
Exactly. There's always a possibility it could inadvertently produce content too similar to source material. Raises serious originality questions. And the issue of bias is critical. AI models can unfortunately perpetuate stereotypes present in their training data.
How so in writing?
Particularly problematic in storytelling or journalism. If an AI trains on crime novels that stereotype certain groups, it might generate narratives reinforcing those biases. Unintended, but potentially harmful.
That's a serious responsibility for developers. Okay, so what does the future look like for authors and readers?
It's both exciting and perhaps a little unsettling for some. We'll likely see AI tools that truly collaborate in real time, offering suggestions as writers type, like an exceptionally intelligent co-author.
Co-authoring entire books, even.
Possibly, with AI contributing fully developed chapters or plot arcs. Another captivating frontier is dynamic narratives, interactive storytelling.
Where the reader's choices change the story.
Exactly. AI generates new scenes, adapts the narrative flow on the fly, creating truly personalized, immersive reading experiences unlike anything before.
That sounds amazing. But what's the challenge for writers then?
The primary challenge won't be competing with AI, but masterfully using AI, enhancing their craft, automating tedious parts, discovering novel storytelling avenues, all while meticulously safeguarding their unique voice, their perspective, that irreplaceable human connection, pushing creativity higher while fiercely preserving the essence of human expression.
Right, okay, let's move to the screen. Lights, camera.ai. How is it transforming film and animation?
The film and animation industries are definitely embracing AI in ways that are profoundly reshaping how cinematic stories are conceived and told.
Starting with visual effects, I assume. VFX seems like a natural fit.
Absolutely. Crafting realistic VFX has historically been incredibly labor-intensive. AI is fundamentally altering that. Tools like Adobe After Effects, Runway ML, they leverage AI to streamline tasks like rotoscoping.
That's isolating objects, right, frame by frame.
Precisely. Tedious work. Also, complex compositing, generating hyper-realistic CGI environments. AI can take a green screen shot and transform it into a bustling cityscape or a fantastical alien world with remarkable speed and detail.
And the aging tech, like in The Irishman.
Yes, generating remarkably realistic facial animations. It saves immense production time and unlocks new creative possibilities for visually stunning storytelling. In animation, studios like Pixar and Disney are experimenting with AI for simulating natural hair cloth dynamics, making characters much more lifelike.
More believable movement.
And AI can generate rough storyboards or animatics, helping visualize scenes early in pre-production, aiding the creative process before big resources are committed.
So it's not just effects, it's creeping into earlier stages too. Like script writing.
It is. In script analysis, tools like Scriptbook use AI to meticulously analyze screenplays, even predicting potential commercial success based on genre, plot structure, audience appeal.
Predicting hits. That sounds controversial.
It is debated, yes, producing art to algorithms. But it assists studios in making more informed, data-driven decisions about greenlighting projects, aiming for a higher probability of success. In pre-production, AI is used to scout locations, aid casting, generate concept art.
How does it help with casting?
An AI might analyze script requirements and suggest real-world locations matching the aesthetic. Or generate actor headshots fitting a character description, accelerating that process.
And post-production. Editing, sound.
Big efficiency gains there, too. Editing software like Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, they use AI to automate color correction, audio balancing, intelligent scene detection, helping editors navigate vast amounts of footage faster.
Making things quicker.
Yeah.
And more accessible.
Yes, AI can generate accurate subtitles or translate dialogue in real time, making films more accessible globally, bridging language barriers. And then there's the really intriguing, often controversial development, deepfakes?
Yes, the hyper-realistic digital doubles. Huge ethical questions there.
Undeniably. But they are also being used creatively, bringing back younger versions of characters, seamlessly replacing actors, offering production flexibility previously unimaginable.
Have we seen this used in major films already?
Definitely. In Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, AI was instrumental in recreating the likeness of the late Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia using archival footage and deepfake tech.
To honor her legacy.
Exactly. And in Mandalorian, AI was crucial for creating those incredibly realistic virtual sets, allowing filming in immersive digital environments without leaving the studio. Unprecedented creative control and efficiency.
But these innovations, especially deepfakes, come with big challenges, right?
Substantial ones. Deepfakes raise significant questions about consent and misrepresentation. If an actor's likeness can be digitally recreated without permission, what about their rights?
It's a minefield. And the risk of just generic, formulaic movies?
That's the over-reliance risk, potentially leading to films prioritizing commercial success, maybe driven by algorithms over genuine artistic innovation and unique storytelling, and of course the impact on jobs. Real concern about displacing artists, editors, other professionals if studios lean too heavily on AI.
So finding that balance between AI efficiency and the human touch is key.
Absolutely crucial. Preserving that creative spark that makes film special.
Looking forward, you mentioned blurred lines between film and gaming.
Yes, that convergence is fascinating. The future of AI in film is brimming with possibilities. AI-driven virtual production becoming standard real-time rendering of CGI environments, and perhaps even interactive cinema.
Where viewers influence the plot.
Potentially. Viewers make choices. AI dynamically generates new scenes on the fly. Movies feeling less like fixed narratives, more like fluid video games tailored to the individual viewer, truly blurring that line.
So AI becomes a tool to amplify the filmmaker's vision.
Primarily, yes, helping manifest stories in ways once considered pure science fiction. Breathtaking visuals, streamlined workflows, new storytelling techniques, unlocking unprecedented creative expression.
Okay, let's step into the gaming world. AI's role and the magic of creating and playing in other realities.
If you've ever been lost in a video game, you know that magic. AI is elevating it to extraordinary new heights, transforming how games are designed, developed, and played.
How is it changing design, creating those massive worlds?
Creating a vast, believable game world is immense work. AI is radically streamlining it. Procedural generation, powered by AI, creates detailed landscapes, dungeons, cities without painstaking manual design.
Like No Man's Sky, generating whole planets.
Exactly, generating entire planets with unique flora, fauna, terrain, a universe of seemingly endless discovery. AI is also used heavily for asset creation, characters, weapons, vehicles. Tools like Artbreeder let designers generate and refine visuals by blending styles.
Speeding up creativity, fostering new ideas.
Significantly, fostering imaginative exploration and asset creation.
And how does it change the actual playing of the game?
Profoundly. In gameplay, AI-powered non-player characters, NPCs, are becoming astonishingly intelligent and adaptive.
Not just predictable enemies anymore.
Far from it. They learn, respond to player actions, make worlds feel more alive, unpredictable. In The Last of Us Part 2, enemies use AI to communicate, strategize, creating a challenging, organic, immersive experience.
That sounds intense. And personalization.
Yeah. AI is huge there too. Adaptive difficulty systems analyze performance and adjust challenge levels in real time. Neither too easy nor too frustrating. An AI-driven recommendation system suggests items, quests based on player preferences and past behavior, tailoring the experience.
Making it unique for each player. What about the story itself?
AI is revolutionizing storytelling in games too, through interactive narratives. Games like AI Dungeon use AI to generate dynamic, text-based stories that evolve based on player choices.
So, no fixed script, endless variations.
Essentially, yes, making every playthrough unique. Imagine exploring a haunted castle. AI generates a tailored story for you, characters, dialogue, plot twists responding to your decisions. This kind of dynamic world is paving the way for games that feel like living, breathing environments. Narratives created in real time by player-machine interplay.
That sounds incredible. But again, the challenge is procedural generation can feel repetitive, right?
That's a risk. Yes, repetitiveness. If not carefully managed and balanced with human design, it can produce generic content lacking that handcrafted character. There's also the balance with NPCs. Overly smart AI can overwhelm players, feeling unfair rather than challenging.
And accessibility for smaller studios.
That's an issue. Developing AI games needs significant resources, specialized expertise, potentially limiting smaller indies. And ethical considerations arise, like using AI to subtly manipulate player behavior, maybe nudging towards in-game purchases. Raises questions about fair play.
So what does this mean for how we'll play games in the future?
The future is mind-boggling. Fully AI-driven game worlds evolving in real time. NPCs learning, environments adapting, creating organic, emergent experiences. AI will enhance VR and AR games, blurring the line further between game and reality, immersing us like never before.
So games become more like art.
From my perspective, yes. AI is a transformative tool for developers, creating richer, more dynamic personal experiences, designing worlds, crafting intelligent characters, telling adaptive stories. AI helps games transcend mere entertainment. They're rapidly evolving into a profound art form.
All right, let's switch from digital worlds to physical style, fashion and design. How is AI impacting that creative space?
It's fascinating how AI is giving designers wholly new ways to push style boundaries, genuinely revolutionizing how we create and consume fashion.
How does it help in the actual design process?
In fashion design, AI streamlines a process that blends creativity, craft, and market savvy. AI can generate designs, patterns, entire collections based on designer input. Stitch Fix uses AI algorithms for personalized clothing recommendations. View.ai generates virtual outfits for e-commerce.
Letting you see clothes before they're even made. And sustainability.
AI is making substantial contributions there too, analyzing materials, supply chains, production processes, suggesting eco-friendly fabrics, or optimizing manufacturing to reduce waste. A great example is Unspun, using AI for custom-fit jeans on demand, minimizing overproduction.
That's a huge issue in fashion. What about predicting trends? That seems like a good fit for AI.
Definitely. Trend forecasting used to be a mix of art and science. AI is tilting it towards data-driven science. It analyzes vast amounts of social media data, tracks runway shows, scrutinizes consumer patterns to spot emerging styles with remarkable accuracy.
So it can tell what's coming next.
With high confidence, companies like Huratech track trends in real time, and AI might detect a surge in searches for neon green sneakers, predict bold colors will dominate next season. This foresight helps designers create relevant collections, optimizing inventory and sales.
And this changes how we shop too, right? Virtual try-ons.
Absolutely. In retail and personalization, AI-powered virtual try-on tools transform shopping, letting customers visualize clothes without physical interaction. Brands like ASOS and Zara use AI to recommend products based on browsing history, creating personalized experiences. And augmented reality, AR, powered by AI, is exciting. Apps let you try on makeup, accessories, outfits via your phone camera.
Enhancing shopping, reducing returns because you know what it looks like.
Exactly. More informed decisions, more engagement.
Okay, but fashion AI must have its challenges too. Homogenization again.
That risk of homogenization is persistent. AI relying on data might prioritize popular trends over unique avant-garde designs, potentially stifling innovation, leading to uniformity. Cultural sensitivity is crucial too. Biased datasets could lead to AI perpetuating stereotypes or failing to represent diverse aesthetics. Exclusion instead of inclusion.
That needs careful handling. And what about traditional craftsmanship?
The impact on craftsmanship is delicate. AI streamlines workflows, but could devalue skills of artisans using hands-on techniques. Finding that balance between efficiency and the human touch is vital, preserving artistry alongside tech.
So looking ahead, what does AI mean for our future wardrobes? Smart fabrics.
That's likely. AI-driven smart fabrics, adapting to wearers or environments, clothing changing color based on mood or insulation based on temperature. Also, fully virtual fashion shows, digital models in immersive AI-generated worlds, pushing presentation boundaries, democratizing access.
So AI amplifies designers' creativity here too.
Ultimately, yes. Aiding sustainable collections, enhancing trend prediction, enabling hyper-personalized shopping, making fashion more innovative, inclusive, and sustainable.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. Now let's get into the really big philosophical questions AI raises. This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
It forces us to grapple with profound questions about what it means to be creative, doesn't it?
Totally. Is AI a true creator? Or just an incredibly sophisticated copycat remixing human ideas? These core debates have huge implications.
They really do. For our understanding of art, innovation, even humanity itself, one of the most significant debates swirls around the fundamental question of authorship.
Right. Who owns AI-generated work?
Yeah.
The prompter, the developer, the AI.
Exactly. The legal implications are substantial. Current copyright laws struggle to keep pace. In many places, AI work isn't eligible for copyright because it lacks a human author. Beyond legality, there's artistic intent. Humans imbue work with emotion, experience, perspective. Can AI lacking consciousness truly do that?
Is it just a tool, like a paintbrush? Or does its ability to generate novelty make it a creator?
That's the crux of it. Some argue it's just a tool, creativity lies in its use. Others contend its ability to generate complex outputs, not explicitly programmed, qualifies it as a creator, challenging traditional definitions.
And that leads into the whole issue of bias and representation, like garbage in, garbage out.
Essentially, yes. AI's reliance on datasets means if trained on biased info, underrepresenting cultures, perpetuating stereotypes, it can produce work reinforcing those biases. An AI trained mainly on Western art might struggle with non-Western aesthetics authentically. This is critical in passion, film, where representation matters deeply.
So developers have a huge responsibility for diverse, inclusive data sets.
Absolutely. To avoid perpetuating harm, promote equity.
Which brings us back to the workforce. What does this mean for human creative jobs?
Another significant ethical consideration, the impact on jobs. AI streamlines workflows but could displace artists, writers, others. If studios increasingly use AI for scripts, concept art, VFX, what happens to the humans who did that work?
But could it create new jobs too? AI trainers, prompt engineers?
Potentially, yes. Hybrid creators blending human and machine creativity. The central challenge is ensuring AI empowers and augments human talent, fostering collaboration, not just replacing them.
So the biggest question, what does AI mean for the future of human creativity itself?
That's the existential one. Some fear AI could make human artists obsolete, reduce creativity to a formula, devalue unique expression. Others view AI as a catalyst for new expression, pushing humans to innovate further, explore previously unimaginable avenues to stand out.
So it's a partnership. AI generates ideas, automates tasks. Humans bring emotion, context, meaning.
That's the most constructive way to see it, a dynamic partnership. The future depends on how we navigate it, balancing innovation with authenticity, ensuring human creativity not only survives, but truly flourishes.
Okay, let's look ahead then. Unpack the incredible scope of what's coming. Immersive interactive experiences seem key.
Definitely. One of the most exhilarating trends is AI enabling new forms of art, music, storytelling that respond to the audience in real time.
Like that VR concert idea, music evolving with movement or films changing based on emotions.
Exactly. These experiences will inherently blur the lines between creator and audience, transforming creativity into a shared, dynamic, personal process. AI acts as the engine, generating content, adapting to input, creating a living artistic landscape.
And AI itself evolving from tool to partner.
As it gets more sophisticated, yes. Likely evolving into a genuine creative partner, learning an artist's style, preferences, collaborating seamlessly, offering insights, refining drafts, co-creating in real time.
Leading to entirely new art forms, blending human and machine perspectives.
That's the potential. An AI working with a novelist on a story evolving with reader feedback. Or collaborating with a musician for a live performance, adapting to audience reactions unique every time.
But for all this to work well, we need rules, right? Ethical frameworks.
Absolutely crucial. As AI integrates further, clear ethical and regulatory frameworks are vital. Addressing authorship, bias, job displacement, it requires a collective effort, governments, tech companies, creators collaborating to ensure responsible, inclusive, beneficial use.
Like new copyright laws, guidelines for ethical data use, training programs.
All of the above. New laws for AI works, clear data ethics, programs to help professionals adapt to new workflows, embrace hybrid roles. The goal is harnessing AI's potential while meticulously preserving that irreplaceable human spark.
So connecting this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
AI is ushering in a new era.
Undeniably, a transformative new era where the boundaries of what's possible constantly expand. AI offers creators tools to dream bigger, experiment boldly, connect in novel ways, generating art, composing music, writing stories, designing fashion. But this era demands responsibility, thoughtful use, embracing potential while staying true to the human spirit of creativity, fostering a future where art, technology, and imagination thrive together.
Wow, what an incredible journey we've taken today. We've truly immersed ourselves in how artificial intelligence is profoundly transforming creative industries, really, right across the board. We've seen it empower artists with remarkable new tools, spark these fascinating debates about authorship and authenticity, and open up possibilities that, honestly, once felt like pure science fiction. I think the core takeaway here is crystal clear. AI isn't here to simply replace human creativity. Instead, it seems it's here to amplify it.
Acting as a partner.
Yeah, a partner, a collaborator, a spark that ignites fresh ideas and nudges us to think differently about what's possible. Whether you're an artist, a writer, a musician, or just someone who loves to create, AI offers a world of opportunities for you to explore and integrate. So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Well, the creative revolution is already here, and you are absolutely invited to be a part of it.
Which brings us to that key question. How might you begin experimenting yourself?
Good point.
We wholeheartedly encourage you to try out an AI tool. Maybe generate a piece of visual art with a text prompt, compose a short melody, even get help brainstorming a story idea. Just experiment, play around, and see where this remarkable technology takes you. Let's make something amazing together.
Absolutely. And if you found this deep dive as fascinating as we did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay informed on more captivating topics.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring a topic that's profoundly reshaping how we create.
Yeah, the evolving role of artificial intelligence within, well, the whole world of creative industries.
Absolutely. If you've been wondering how AI is fundamentally changing music or storytelling, visual art, maybe even sparking entirely new art forms, then this deep dive is definitely for you.
Our mission today, really, is to give you a distinct shortcut, a way to get genuinely well-informed on this pretty complex topic.
Cutting through the noise.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be navigating the vast opportunities, the intricate challenges, and some genuinely compelling possibilities that lie ahead.
It's like we're on a collaborative expedition, right? Exploring how algorithms are helping craft, stunning visuals that push the boundaries of imagination. But at the same time, we have to ask, is AI merely a sophisticated tool? Is it becoming a collaborator?
Yeah.
Or something else entirely?
That's such a crucial question because creativity, at its core, it's the essence of human expression, isn't it?
It really is. It's how we tell our stories, convey our deepest emotions, make sense of the world, basically.
And what's truly noteworthy here is how AI, with its immense capacity to process colossal amounts of data.
Just staggering amounts.
Right. And discern intricate patterns, generate fresh content. It's adding an entirely new dimension to this age-old process.
So how exactly is it expanding what's creatively possible? What does that look like?
Well, for example, AI can now assist a musician in composing a complex symphony, or lend a hand to a writer sculpting a riveting novel.
Wow.
It can empower a designer to envision a futuristic fashion collection. These are avenues that, honestly, not so long ago were almost inconceivable.
That's a huge leap forward from just a few years back. But this isn't just a straightforward story of tech progress, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
AI's growing presence in creative fields also ignites these vital conversations about authenticity, about where true authorship resides.
And the very future trajectory of human creativity itself. Big questions.
Which naturally leads us to ponder, can a machine genuinely be creative?
Yeah.
Or is it just, incredibly adept at mimicking what humans have already brought into existence?
That's the central inquiry, really, for our discussion today.
Yeah.
It truly is. And we'll delve into these thought-provoking questions, examining them through the lens of, concrete, real-world examples.
Yeah.
We'll navigate through a diverse landscape of creative fields. We'll start with AI's impact across the visual arts, then transition into its role in music, writing, film, gaming, even fashion, before really immersing ourselves in those profound ethical and philosophical discussions that are just so integral to this whole conversation.
Sounds like a plan. So visual arts first.
Right.
What's immediately striking is the astonishing speed and, frankly, the remarkable quality of AI-generated art these days.
Yeah, many of us have encountered it already, right? Tools like DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, they've certainly captured the public imagination.
They really have. They allow virtually anyone with a keyboard to conjure breathtaking visuals from simple text prompts. It's incredible.
You just type what you imagine, like a cyberpunk cityscape at sunset.
Or, a majestic dragon soaring over a snow-capped mountain range. And the AI can generate a really compelling image in what moments?
It feels completely groundbreaking. How exactly are these tools able to do that, to make such complex visuals from just, a few words?
Well, these powerful tools, often built on what are called diffusion models, they're trained on just staggering amounts of existing images.
Oh.
Vast data sets.
Okay.
And they don't just see objects, they learn the underlying statistical patterns, how light reflects, how textures appear, the brushstrokes common to a particular style, that kind of thing.
Right.
So when you give it a prompt, it's not simply copying from its library. It's generating new pixel arrangements that statistically fit the language of visuals it's internalized.
Okay, so it's building something genuinely new based on the patterns it's learned, not just pulling existing images. And the results, they can be hyper-realistic landscapes, surreal portraits.
Or even those intriguing mashups we see, like a Van Gogh-style painting of a futuristic robot.
Yeah. Exactly. The AI can produce something that genuinely feels like it could have sprung from the Starry Night universe,
Yeah.
but marrying that classic aesthetic with totally modern concepts.
But this capability isn't just about crafting impressive pictures, is it? It's prompting a fundamental rethink.
A redefinition of artistry itself. Absolutely.
And that brings us to that pivotal moment, I think it was 2018, the sale of Portrait of Edmund de Bellamy.
Yes, that was hugely significant.
Yeah.
Produced by the AI algorithm Obvious.
And it fetched what? An astounding amount at Christie's?
$432,500, yeah. Astounding is the right word.
That sale certainly forced a reevaluation for a lot of people. It really underscored the question, is creativity truly ours alone, or is it just maybe a very sophisticated form of pattern recognition? It's a compelling question, and it continues to resonate for sure. Yet AI's contribution isn't confined to just generating standalone artworks. It's proving to be an exceptionally powerful enhancement tool for artists, elevating their existing creative processes.
How so? Like, in a practical sense for an artist working today?
Well, take concept art and prototyping, for instance. Artists in film and gaming are now using AI to rapidly generate a multitude of ideas, characters, environments, props.
So instead of sketching dozens of versions by hand?
Exactly. They can use AI to produce countless variations, explore really diverse directions, and refine their vision far more efficiently. It speeds things up enormously.
So it significantly accelerates that initial ideation phase. Makes sense.
Immensely. Then there's style transfer.
Ah, yes. Applying the look of one image to another, like turning photos into paintings in a specific style.
Precisely. AI can take the aesthetic characteristics of one image and apply them onto another, transforming, say, a simple photograph into a painting in the distinct style of Monet or Picasso.
That's getting used quite a bit in digital art and animation, right? Creating some really unique fusions.
It is. And AI is also making significant strides in restoration and enhancement, breathing new life into faded or damaged historical artworks, old photos, even vintage films, bringing them back with striking clarity.
Wow, that's a profound benefit for preserving cultural heritage. Really valuable.
Absolutely. And then in generative design, architects, product designers, they're using AI to explore innovative structures, intricate patterns, novel layouts.
Designs that maybe a human wouldn't easily come up with on their own?
Potentially, yes. Pushing the boundaries of what's possible structurally and aesthetically. Human ideation might not yield some of these complex forms easily.
A fantastic example here is the artist Rifik Enadal. He uses AI to craft these, well, mesmerizing data-driven installations.
Oh, the machine hallucination installations are particularly striking.
Yeah.
They transform these vast data sets, architectural blueprints, cultural archives, into vibrant, flowing visual experiences.
They feel both futuristic and somehow deeply human at the same time.
They really do. It powerfully showcases AI as a truly collaborative force in art.
Okay, so if AI is getting so proficient at generating art and even collaborating, what does this actually mean for the originality of art itself, especially given, the reliance on existing data sets?
That's a core contention, definitely.
Yeah.
One primary point is this originality debate. Given that AI models train on enormous collections of existing images,
Right.
a significant argument is that they are fundamentally remixing or reinterpreting what already exists, rather than genuinely originating something novel.
Which immediately raises really intricate questions of copyright and intellectual property.
Precisely. If an AI produces an image after processing thousands of artworks, who owns it? The person who wrote the prompt. The AI developers, the AI itself somehow.
Current copyright laws often seem ill-equipped for this new paradigm, don't they? They often require a human author.
They do. It's a complex legal area, and laws worldwide are still scrambling to define it. It's really tricky territory.
And then there's the other side of that coin. Accessibility versus oversaturation. It's kind of a classic double-edged sword.
Explain that a bit.
Well, on one hand, these AI tools are democratizing art creation, making professional-looking visuals reachable for almost anyone, which is great. It empowers more people to be creative.
True, that's the upside. However, the converse is the possibility of a market just flooded. An overwhelming abundance of algorithmically produced pieces.
A sea of sameness, potentially? Drowning out unique human artists? That's a significant concern, I think.
It is. This potential glut could overshadow the distinct voices and diligent efforts of human artists, making it much harder for them to stand out. It requires, very careful navigation.
So looking ahead in visual arts, what sort of advancements can we anticipate? What's next?
Well, we're already seeing breakthroughs in real-time AI art generation. Artists tweaking parameters on the fly, creating dynamic interactive works that literally evolve right before your eyes.
Or even react to your presence in the room.
Exactly. Imagine an art piece subtly altering its composition or color palette in direct response to your movement. That's becoming possible.
And then the integration with VR and AR, virtual and augmented reality.
Yes, that seamless integration is poised to birth deeply immersive art experiences.
Like navigating a virtual gallery where paintings not only respond to you, but maybe even generate new elements as you walk by.
Or an augmented reality exhibit where digital art layers onto and interacts fluidly with the physical world around you. It just completely changes the game.
That truly pushes the boundaries of how we experience art. It sounds incredible.
From my perspective, the fundamental goal here isn't replacing human creativity. It really seems to be about profoundly amplifying it.
Okay.
AI furnishes artists with novel, potent avenues to explore ideas, experiment with previously unreachable aesthetics, and connect with audiences in ways that were once purely theoretical.
So enhancing their voice, not silencing it, that feels like the key message here.
I believe so. Allowing them to retain and express their unique artistic voice while wielding these incredibly sophisticated AI tools, pushing the boundaries of artistic expression into entirely new territories.
Okay, let's shift gears then. From sight to sound, music. You mentioned AI composing earlier. That feels like a monumental shift.
It absolutely is. What's genuinely fascinating here is AI's rapidly growing capacity to compose original musical pieces across an astonishing spectrum of genres.
You mean like classical, pop, jazz, electronic, the whole range?
The whole range. We're seeing sophisticated AI tools like AIVA, that's Artificial Intelligence Virtual Artist, and OpenAI's MuseNet, demonstrating this ability pretty convincingly.
From intricate classical orchestrations to vibrant jazz improvisations, maybe even pulsating electronic tracks.
Precisely. The mechanism is pretty elaborate. They're meticulously trained on vast musical libraries, internalizing the complex patterns of melody, harmony, rhythm that define various styles.
And you mentioned AIVA composing pieces performed by real musicians?
Yes. To illustrate, AIVA has composed complete orchestral pieces performed by actual human musicians.
That's a significant development, having human musicians play AI compositions.
It really is. And AIVA, way back in 2019, became the first AI formally recognized as a composer by France's SEM, their copyright society. That was a landmark.
And artists are using this too, like Terran Southern?
Yes. Artists like Terran Southern have released entire albums weaving together human vocals with AI-generated instrumentals. It's a promising new frontier in collaboration. So it's not just mimicking Bach or Mozart anymore.
It sounds like AI can move beyond just mimicking established styles and actively generate entirely new sonic palettes. How does it do that computationally? Create those novel fusions?
Well, because AI analyzes the underlying mathematical relationships within music, not just the notes, but the emotional impact of chords, the rhythmic tension, the timbral qualities of instruments. It can deconstruct and then recombine these elements in ways a human might not immediately conceive. So imagine, for example, a track algorithmically fusing haunting sitar melodies with, say, glitchy electronic dance beats, creating a completely novel, unexpected auditory experience.
It offers a fresh perspective that's maybe difficult to achieve through traditional means alone.
Definitely. It opens up new creative pathways.
Now, beyond composition, AI's influence extends pretty deeply into music production and personalization too, doesn't it?
It certainly does. AI is significantly streamlining the actual music production process. Consider tools like Isotope's Neutron or maybe Lander.
Right, they use AI for mixing and mastering.
Exactly. They automate complex tasks like mixing, mastering, sound design. They're really time-consuming stuff that used to take ages.
So these systems analyze audio tracks in real time, making precise adjustments for balance, clarity effects that must free up producers from countless hours of manual tweaking.
It absolutely does, letting them focus more on the artistic feel, the overall vision, allowing them to dedicate more time and creative energy to the nuanced artistic aspects.
And beyond production, AI is, well, it's deeply embedded in personalizing our music experiences already, thinking about Spotify or Pandora.
Oh, absolutely. Their recommendations can be uncannily accurate sometimes.
They really can.
They leverage incredibly sophisticated AI algorithms to curate highly personalized playlists. They consistently introduce you to new artists and songs that somehow just match your tastes perfectly.
It's more than just simple recommendations, isn't it?
Much more. The AI effectively understands the emotional, maybe even the cultural context of your listening habits. It almost anticipates what you'll like next. It's quite remarkable.
It can feel like it knows you better than you know yourself sometimes. And for a growing number of musicians, AI isn't seen as a threat, but actually as an invaluable creative partner.
Indeed. Renowned artists like Holly Herndon, Björk, they've notably collaborated with AIs. Björk, for instance, trained an AI she named Spawn.
Spawn? What did Spawn do?
Spawn generated these unique vocal-like sounds for her music.
And what was the result of that particular collaboration? What did it sound like?
A really distinct kind of otherworldly blend of human and machine voices, both intimate and groundbreaking at the same time. It's fascinating stuff.
So this collaborative approach seems compelling because it empowers musicians to experiment in ways that might be unattainable alone.
Exactly. AI can rapidly generate hundreds, maybe even thousands of variations of a melody or rhythm. It provides artists with this inexhaustible wellspring of starting points to refine and build upon.
It's like having an infinitely patient, tireless bandmate who just keeps offering fresh perspectives and endless ideas. That sounds remarkably helpful.
It can be, yeah.
But there must be inherent challenges with this level of innovation. It can't all be smooth sailing.
Oh, absolutely. With all this exhilarating innovation, genuine challenges inevitably emerge. The question of authenticity, for example, is a really knotty one.
Right. If an AI writes a hit song, who gets the credit? The programmer, the musician who tweaked it, the algorithm itself. That attribution is certainly murky.
Very murky. Then there's the risk of homogenization.
The fear of everything sounding the same.
Exactly. If AI tools primarily train on popular music datasets, they might inadvertently produce formulaic songs that lack that raw, unpredictable human spark.
Technically perfect, perhaps, but emotionally flat. Is that the worry?
Precisely. Potentially, the worry is it could lead to a sound that's technically flawless, but maybe emotionally inert, lacking soul, you might say.
And finally, the accessibility divide.
Yes, that's another key point. While AI tools are democratizing music creation in some ways, the potential expense or the technical know-how required for the really advanced tools could create a chasm.
A gap between those who can afford or use them and those who can't. A new form of digital exclusion.
That's the concern. It's a vital point to consider for equitable access moving forward.
So thinking about the future then, what does this all mean for the soundscape of tomorrow? What might music sound like?
The future of AI in music is just teeming with exhilarating possibilities. We're seeing AI-powered instruments emerging that can actually adapt to a musician's playing style in real time.
Responding to improvisation. Dynamically shaping the sound as you play.
Yes, exactly. Furthermore, as AI sophistication grows, it could lead to previously unimaginable forms of music. Interactive soundscapes, perhaps, that evolve based on the listener's mood or even their physiology.
Or a piece that continuously shifts composition based on the acoustics of the room you're in.
Imagine that. Those sound like truly personalized auditory experiences, don't they?
Really do. Completely tailored.
Indeed. Ultimately, AI offers musicians unparalleled freedom to dream bigger, bolder. It's really about enhancing creativity, not replacing it, and pushing auditory experiences into totally uncharted territory.
Okay, let's pivot now to writing. This feels perhaps even more personal for many people. How is AI changing the actual act of writing?
It does feel deeply personal, doesn't it? Pouring thoughts onto a page, crafting worlds. It's intimate.
It really is. So what happens when AI sits in the writer's room, so to speak? We've had spell check forever, but this is clearly different.
Oh, much, much different. You've likely already encountered AI in writing without perhaps fully realizing it. Tools like Grammarly or ProWriting Aid.
Right. They use natural language processing, NLP, to go way beyond basic spelling.
Exactly. They analyze grammar, style, tone. But AI writing assistants are evolving far past that now. Tools like Pseudowrite, Jasper. They can genuinely assist with brainstorming.
Oh, so?
They can generate plot points, even draft entire scenes based on a simple prompt.
So you could give it a prompt like dystopian detective finds conspiracy, and it actually generates a scene.
It can generate a pretty detailed scene, yeah. Complete with atmospheric descriptions, dialogue, providing a robust starting point or helping flesh out a sequence you're stuck on.
How do they do that? Where does the text come from?
These tools are trained on truly vast amounts of text novels, poems, articles, blogs, news reports, you name it. So they can mimic different styles and genres with remarkable fidelity.
So for many writers, AI now acts like a creative catalyst.
It seems so.
Yeah.
Incredibly effective for overcoming writer's block, suggesting new directions, or just offering alternative phrasings when you're searching for the right words.
I can definitely see how that would be helpful for refining prose, especially for those tricky sentences or paragraphs.
Definitely. And it's proving to be a significant benefit for non-native speakers, too, helping them craft polished, fluent prose, bridging communication gaps effectively.
So it's an assistant, a powerful one. But can it actually tell a story? Can it originate narrative?
That's where it gets even more compelling, I think. AI has moved beyond mere assistance to demonstrate a genuine capacity for storytelling. Advanced models like GPT-3 and its successors are really pushing the boundaries here.
In what ways?
They can construct poems, formulate scripts, even write segments of novels with surprising depth and, well, creativity.
Is there a kind of pioneering example of an AI-written novel that people might know?
A notable early one was The Road. It was written entirely by an AI back in 2018 during a cross-country U.S. road trip.
How did that work?
The project, led by Ross Goodwin, fed the AI constant data, GPS coordinates, photos, sensor readings from the car, even snippets of conversation.
And the result?
The result was this really surreal stream of consciousness narrative. While maybe not a bestseller, it undeniably illustrated AI's nascent ability to tell stories in non-traditional ways, really challenging our notions of what narrative can be.
And this capability is impacting journalism and broader content creation as well, isn't it? Not just fiction.
Significantly. Yes, especially in enhancing efficiency in newsrooms. AI is augmenting human capabilities there. The Washington Post, for example, uses an AI called Heliograph.
What does Heliograph do?
It handles routine sports reports, election updates, things that are data-driven and follow a predictable structure. This frees up human journalists for the deeper dives.
For the investigative work, the critical analysis, the nuanced storytelling where human insight and judgment are absolutely indispensable.
Exactly. And on the broader content creation front, businesses are using tools like Poppy.ai or WriteSonic to generate marketing copy, blog posts, social media content at scale.
Tailored to specific audiences, churning it out fast.
Often in seconds, yeah. It really empowers freelancers and small businesses that don't have large marketing teams.
But with these powerful capabilities, there must be inherent challenges, again, particularly around things like voice and originality in writing.
There certainly are. A significant concern revolves around voice and authenticity. While AI can mimic style accurately, it often lacks that profound emotional depth, that lived experience, or the unique perspective that's so crucial for human writing to truly resonate.
It can sound technically perfect, maybe, but emotionally detached or hollow?
That's often the critique, yes. Which raises questions about its training data. If it's trained on existing material, what's the potential for it to inadvertently produce content that's too similar to the source material?
Raising serious originality and even plagiarism questions.
It's a valid concern. And there's also the issue of bias, which we keep coming back to. AI models can unfortunately perpetuate stereotypes present in their training data.
So, for example, if an AI trains mostly on crime novels that stereotype certain groups.
It might generate new narratives reinforcing those very same harmful biases.
Yeah. So developers have a really significant responsibility here to ensure diverse and inclusive data sets to avoid perpetuating such issues. It's critical.
Absolutely critical. And what about the impact on jobs? Job displacement for human writers?
That's a huge consideration, obviously. AI streamlines workflows, but it could displace artists, writers, other creative professionals if studios or companies lean too heavily on it just for efficiency or cost cutting.
However, it also creates potential for new kinds of jobs, doesn't it? Like AI trainers, prompt engineers.
Right, fostering these hybrid creators who blend human skills with machine capabilities. The central challenge, it seems, is ensuring AI empowers and augments human talent, fostering collaboration, not just replacing them outright.
Exactly, finding that balance.
So what does the future look like for authors and readers as AI advances further in writing?
Well, it's both exciting and potentially transformative. We'll likely see AI tools that truly collaborate in real time, offering suggestions as writers type, acting like exceptionally intelligent co-authors.
Possibly even co-authoring entire books, with AI contributing fully developed chapters or plot arcs.
It's conceivable, yes. Another captivating frontier is dynamic narratives and interactive storytelling, where the reader's choices actually change the story as it unfolds.
How would that work?
AI could generate new scenes, adapt the narrative flow on the fly, creating truly personalized, immersive reading experiences, unlike anything we've had before.
Imagine exploring a haunted castle in a story where the AI generates a tailored plot, characters, dialogue, twists, all responding dynamically to your decisions as a reader.
Exactly. This kind of dynamic world building is also paving the way for games that feel like living, breathing environments, with narratives created in real time through player-machine interplay.
That sounds incredibly immersive, a whole new level of engagement. So what's the core challenge for writers then in this evolving landscape? How should they approach this?
I think the primary challenge won't be competing with AI head-to-head. It will be about masterfully using AI, enhancing their craft, automating the tedious parts, discovering novel storytelling avenues, all while meticulously safeguarding their unique voice, their perspective, that irreplaceable human connection.
So, pushing creativity higher while fiercely preserving the essence of human expression. That's the goal.
That seems to be the most constructive path forward, yes.
Right. Okay, let's move to the screen now. Lights, camera, AI. How is artificial intelligence transforming the world of film and animation?
The film and animation industries are definitely embracing AI in ways that are profoundly reshaping how cinematic stories are conceived, visualized, and ultimately told.
Starting with visual effects, I assume. VFX seems like such a natural fit for AI's capabilities, all that complex imagery.
Absolutely. Crafting realistic visual effects has historically been incredibly labor-intensive, meticulous work. AI is fundamentally altering that. Tools like Adobe After Effects, Runway ML, they leverage AI to streamline tasks like rotoscoping.
Okay, rotoscoping, just for listeners who might not know, that's basically isolating an object or character, frame by painstaking frame, right? So it can be layered into a different background. AI automating that must be a massive time saver.
Huge. Precisely. It also streamlines complex compositing and the generation of hyper-realistic CGI environments. AI can take a green screen shot and transform it into a bustling cityscape or a fantastical alien world with remarkable speed and detail.
And we've seen things like de-aging technology used in films like The Irishman.
Yes, generating remarkably realistic facial animations, bringing actors back to earlier ages. It saves immense production time and unlocks completely new creative possibilities for visually stunning storytelling that just wasn't feasible before.
And in animation specifically, I understand studios like Pixar and Disney are experimenting with AI for simulating things like natural hair or cloth dynamics, making characters much more lifelike.
That's right, getting those subtle movements just right. AI can also generate rough storyboards or animatics, helping visualize scenes early in the pre-production phase.
So it aids the creative process before significant resources are committed. It's not just effects, it's extending into earlier stages too, like script analysis. Is that a thing?
It is, yeah. Tools like Scriptbook use AI to meticulously analyze screenplays. They look at structure, character arcs, dialogue patterns.
And they can even predict potential commercial success based on genre, plot, audience appeal. Really?
That's the claim. It's debated, of course, how accurate that is, but it assists studios in making more informed, data-driven decisions about which projects to greenlight, aiming for a higher probability of box office success.
And in pre-production, AI is also being used to scout locations and even aid casting. How does that work?
An AI might analyze script requirements, descriptions of settings, character types, and then suggest real-world locations that match the needed aesthetic, or even generate potential actor headshots fitting a character description, just to speed up that initial search process.
Fascinating. And post-production, editing, sound, there must be significant efficiency gains there as well.
Indeed. Editing software, Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, they're integrating AI to automate things like color correction, audio balancing, intelligent scene detection.
Helping editors navigate just vast amounts of footage much faster.
Exactly, making things quicker and, frankly, more accessible for editors. AI can also generate accurate subtitles or even translate dialogue in real time, making films much more accessible globally, breaking down language barriers.
And then there's the really intriguing but also often controversial development. Deepfakes.
Yes, the hyper-realistic digital doubles. They raise significant questions, undeniably. But they're also being used creatively in filmmaking.
How so?
Bringing back younger versions of characters, like we mentioned, or seamlessly replacing actors in certain shots, maybe for stunts or scheduling conflicts. It offers production flexibility that was previously unimaginable.
Have we seen this used in major films already in significant ways?
Definitely. In Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, AI was instrumental in recreating the likeness of the late Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, using archival footage combined with deepfake technology to, honor her legacy within the story.
Right.
And in The Mandalorian, the TV series, AI was crucial for creating those incredibly realistic virtual sets, the volume technology, allowing filming in immersive digital environments without ever leaving the studio.
Providing unprecedented creative control and efficiency. But these innovations, especially deepfakes, they come with pretty significant challenges, don't they? Ethical concerns.
Substantial ones, yes. Deepfakes raise major questions about consent and misrepresentation. If an actor's likeness can be digitally recreated without their explicit permission for every use, what about their rights, their image control?
And there's the risk of over-reliance on AI, potentially leading to films that prioritize maybe commercial metrics predicted by algorithms over genuine artistic innovation and unique storytelling.
That's a concern. A move towards more formulaic content, and of course the impact on jobs. There's a real concern about displacing artists, editors, VFX professionals, and other specialists if studios lean too heavily on AI purely for cost savings.
So finding that critical balance between AI efficiency and the irreplaceable human touch is absolutely crucial for preserving that creative spark that makes film special.
Couldn't agree more.
Looking forward then, you mentioned earlier blurring lines between film and gaming. What does the future hold for AI specifically in film?
The future of AI in film is really brimming with possibilities. AI-driven virtual production, like The Volume, likely becoming standard practice. Real-time rendering of complex CGI environments becoming faster and more accessible.
And perhaps even interactive cinema, where viewers can actually influence the plot.
That's a fascinating possibility. Viewers make choices, and AI dynamically generates new scenes or plot twists on the fly. Movies might feel less like fixed narratives and more like fluid, personalized experiences tailored to the individual viewer, truly blurring that line between film and video game.
So AI becomes a tool primarily to amplify the filmmaker's vision.
That seems to be the goal. Helping manifest stories in ways once considered pure science fiction. This means breathtaking visuals, streamlined workflows, new storytelling techniques, unlocking unprecedented creative expression.
Okay, let's step fully into the gaming world now. AI's role in the magic of creating and playing in these other realities. It feels like it's elevating gaming to extraordinary new heights, transforming how games are designed, developed, and ultimately played.
Absolutely. Gaming is a field where AI's impact is incredibly direct and visible.
So how is it changing game design first, particularly in creating those massive open worlds we see now?
Well, creating a vast, believable game world is immense work, traditionally. AI is radically streamlining that through procedural generation.
Powered by AI.
Yes, it creates detailed landscapes, dungeons, cities, even entire planets, without painstaking manual design by teams of artists.
Like No Man's Sky generating literally billions of unique planets.
Exactly that kind of scale. Generating entire planets with unique flora, fauna, terrain, offering a universe of seemingly endless discovery, all driven by algorithms.
And AI is also used heavily for asset creation within games, characters, weapons, vehicles.
Definitely. Tools like Artbreeder let designers generate and refine visuals by blending different styles and concepts, speeding up the creative process for individual assets dramatically.
Significantly fostering imaginative exploration and getting those assets made faster. And how does AI change the actual playing experience, the gameplay itself?
Profoundly. In gameplay, AI-powered non-player characters, NPCs, are becoming astonishingly intelligent and adaptive.
So they're not just predictable enemies walking in patterns anymore.
Far from it. They learn from player actions, they respond dynamically, making the game worlds feel much more alive and unpredictable.
Can you give an example?
In The Last of Us Part 2, the enemies use sophisticated AI to communicate with each other, to strategize, to flank the player. It creates this really challenging, organic, and deeply immersive combat experience.
That sounds intense. And what about personalization in gaming?
AI is significant there,
Yeah.
too. Adaptive difficulty systems are a great example. They analyze your performance in real time.
And adjust the challenge level accordingly.
Exactly. Ensuring the game remains engaging, neither too easy to be boring, nor too frustratingly difficult. And AI-driven recommendation systems within games can suggest items, quests, or activities based on your player preferences and past behavior, tailoring the experience, making it feel unique for each player.
What about the story itself within games? Can AI shape the narrative?
Yes, AI is revolutionizing storytelling in games too, particularly through interactive narratives. Games like AI Dungeon, for instance.
What does AI Dungeon do?
It uses AI large language models to generate dynamic, text-based stories that evolve entirely based on the player's choices and typed inputs.
So there's no fixed script at all. It creates the story on the fly, leading to endless variations.
Essentially, yes, making every playthrough potentially unique. Imagine exploring that haunted castle again, but this time in a game where the AI generates a tailored story just for you. Characters, dialogue, plot twists, all responding dynamically to your decisions in real time.
Wow.
This kind of dynamic world is paving the way for games that feel like living, breathing environments, with narratives created organically through this constant player-machine interplay.
That sounds incredibly ambitious. But again, the challenges must exist. Procedural generation, for instance, can sometimes feel repetitive or generic, can't it?
That's a definite risk, yes. If it's not carefully managed and balanced with deliberate human design, procedurally generated content can lack that handcrafted character, that sense of place. It can feel a bit soulless.
And the balance with NPCs. You mentioned the intense enemies in The Last of Us. Can AI get too smart?
It can. Overly smart AI can sometimes overwhelm players, feeling unfair or frustrating rather than genuinely challenging and fun. Finding that sweet spot is key for game designers.
And what about accessibility for smaller indie studios? Is developing these sophisticated AI systems expensive?
That's certainly an issue. Developing cutting-edge AI for games often requires significant resources and specialized expertise, which can potentially limit smaller independent developers who don't have the budgets of major studios.
And are there ethical considerations specifically in gaming AI?
There are. For instance, using AI to subtly manipulate player behavior, perhaps nudging them towards making in-game purchases or spending more time playing than they intended, raises serious questions about fair play and responsible design within the gaming ecosystem.
Okay, so putting it all together, what does this mean for how we'll play games in the future? What's the trajectory?
The future holds just vast, mind-boggling possibilities,
Rough.
fully AI-driven game worlds that evolve dynamically in real time, NPCs that genuinely learn and remember player interactions over long periods, environments that adapt based on collective player actions, creating truly organic, emergent experiences.
And AI will enhance VR and AR games too.
Absolutely. Blurring the line further between the game and reality, immersing us like never before, making those virtual worlds feel incredibly tangible and responsive.
So games become potentially more than just entertainment, maybe moving towards a profound art form.
From my perspective, yes. AI is a genuinely transformative tool for game developers. It allows them to create richer, more dynamic, more personal experiences. Designing intricate worlds, crafting intelligent characters, telling adaptive stories, AI helps games transcend mere entertainment and evolve into a truly profound, interactive art form.
All right, let's switch contexts again, from digital worlds to physical style, fashion, and design. How is AI impacting that creative space? It feels different again.
It is different, but it's fascinating how AI is giving fashion designers wholly new ways to push style boundaries. It's genuinely revolutionizing how we create and consume fashion.
How does this specifically help in the actual design process itself, sketching, creating patterns?
Well, in fashion design, AI streamlines a process that's always been this blend of creativity, technical craft, and market savvy. AI can now generate initial designs, unique fabric patterns, even concepts for entire collections based on designer input.
Can you give an example?
For instance, some AI models can design a shoe by learning the visual characteristics that make a sneaker sporty or a heel elegant, and then it can iterate on a designer's initial sketch, offering hundreds of variations in minutes.
And companies are using this.
Yes, Stitch Fix uses AI algorithms extensively for its personalized clothing recommendations. View.ai generates realistic virtual outfits for e-commerce, letting brands visualize clothes before they're even physically produced.
And what about sustainability? That's such a massive issue in the fashion industry. Can AI help there?
It's making substantial contributions there too, which is really encouraging. AI can analyze materials, complex global supply chains, production processes by identifying inefficiencies, suggesting more eco-friendly fabric alternatives, or optimizing manufacturing schedules to significantly reduce waste. A great example is the company Unspun.
What do they do?
They use AI and body scanning technology to create custom-fit jeans made on demand. This drastically minimizes the overproduction that plagues the fashion industry.
That's a really powerful application. What about predicting trends? That seems like a natural fit for AI's analytical capabilities, analyzing all that data out there.
It absolutely is. Trend forecasting used to be this mix of art, intuition, and looking at past seasons. AI is tilting it firmly towards data-driven science now.
How does it work?
AI systems analyze vast amounts of social media data, images, text, hashtags. They track runaway shows globally, scrutinize consumer purchasing patterns, identify influencers, all to spot emerging styles with remarkable accuracy, often before human analysts can.
So it can anticipate what's coming next, like which colors or silhouettes will be popular with high confidence.
Yes. Companies like Huratech, for instance, track trends in real time. And AI might detect a sudden surge in online searches and social media posts featuring, say, neon green sneakers, predicting that bold colors are likely to dominate the upcoming season.
And this foresight helps designers create more relevant collections and helps retailers manage inventory.
Exactly. It optimizes the whole chain, reducing the risk of producing clothes nobody wants and ultimately reducing waste again.
And this shift changes how we shop, too, right? I'm thinking about virtual try-ons.
Absolutely. In retail and personalization, AI-powered virtual try-on tools are transforming the online shopping experience. They let customers visualize how clothes might look on them without any physical interaction.
Which brands are doing this?
Major brands like ASOS and Zara use AI extensively, not just for try-ons, but also to recommend products based on your browsing history and past purchases, creating really personalized shopping feeds.
And augmented reality, AR, is part of this too.
Yes, AR powered by AI is really exciting here. AR apps let you use your phone camera to virtually try on makeup, accessories, even full outfits in your own environment. It enhances the shopping experience and has the potential to significantly reduce returns, which is another big sustainability win.
Right. More informed decisions lead to fewer returns, but fashion AI must have its challenges too. What are the downsides?
The risk of homogenization is a persistent one, similar to music. If AI relies too heavily on analyzing existing popular trends,
It might just keep recommending more of the same.
exactly. It could prioritize mainstream trends over unique avant-garde designs, potentially stifling innovation and leading to a certain uniformity in style.
And cultural sensitivity must be an issue too.
Definitely. If the data sets used to train fashion AI are unrepresentative or contain existing biases related to certain body types, ethnicities, or cultural aesthetics,
The AI could inadvertently perpetuate stereotypes or simply fail to represent diverse aesthetics accurately.
correct. So ensuring the training data is broad, inclusive, and culturally aware becomes absolutely crucial.
And what about the impact on traditional craftsmanship, the skills of artisans?
That's a delicate balance for sure. AI streamlines workflows, which is efficient, but there's a concern it could potentially devalue the highly specialized skills of artisans who use traditional hands-on techniques. The challenge is finding that harmony between technological efficiency and preserving the value of the human touch, the artistry.
So, looking ahead in fashion, what does AI mean for our future wardrobes? Could we actually see things like smart fabrics becoming mainstream?
That's highly probable, yes. We're likely to see advancements in AI-driven smart fabrics that can adapt to the wearer or the environment.
Like clothing changing color based on your mood, maybe? Or adjusting its insulation based on the temperature?
Those are exactly the kinds of concepts being explored. Also, expect more fully virtual fashion shows, featuring digital models in immersive AI-generated worlds. This pushes the boundaries of fashion presentation and could democratize access, making high-fashion events viewable globally.
So AI truly amplifies designers' creativity here too, helps with sustainability, and makes shopping more personal.
Ultimately, yes. It aids in creating more sustainable collections, enhances trend prediction accuracy, and enables hyper-personalized shopping experiences. It's poised to make fashion more innovative, potentially more inclusive, and hopefully more sustainable overall.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground now across these various creative industries. It's fascinating stuff. Now let's get into the really profound discussions AI raises. It forces us to grapple with some fundamental questions about what it means to be creative, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Is AI a true creator, or is it just an incredibly sophisticated entity that's become exceptionally adept at remixing human ideas? These core debates have really significant implications for our understanding of art, innovation, and maybe even humanity itself.
One of the most significant debates, and we've touched on it, swirls around that fundamental question of authorship. Who actually owns AI-generated work?
That's a huge and complex legal sticking point right now. Current copyright laws, as we said, often struggle to keep pace because they typically require a human author for a work to be copyrighted. AI work often doesn't fit neatly into that box.
And beyond the legality, there's the deeper question of artistic intent. Humans imbue their work with emotion, lived experience, a unique perspective. Can AI, lacking consciousness, truly do that?
That's the philosophical heart of it. Is AI simply a tool, like a very advanced paintbrush or synthesizer, where the creativity lies solely in its human operator's use? Or does its ability to generate genuine novelty, things not explicitly programmed, qualify it in some sense as a creator?
That's the crux of it, isn't it? If an AI generates something truly novel, unexpected, maybe even beautiful, Does that automatically make it a creator, or is it still just an exceptionally advanced tool executing complex instructions?
That's where the philosophical debate truly ignites. While some argue strongly that AI is merely a tool, others contend its ability to generate these complex outputs challenges our traditional definitions of creativity. And maybe it could qualify as a form of creator, or at least co-creator.
And this ties directly back into how AI is trained, leading to those crucial discussions about the accuracy and potential bias of its outputs.
Absolutely. You're referring to the garbage in, garbage out principle
Mhm.
regarding data, right?
Exactly.
AI's reliance on massive data sets means if it's trained primarily on information that underrepresents certain cultures or contains existing historical biases or inaccuracies,
It can produce work that reflects, or worse, amplifies those very issues.
precisely. For instance, an AI trained mainly on Western art history might struggle with authentically generating non-Western aesthetics, or it might inadvertently reproduce outdated stereotypes it learned from the data.
This underscores yet again that critical responsibility for developers and curators to ensure diverse, representative, and carefully vetted datasets. It's essential for avoiding harm and promoting broader equity.
Couldn't agree more. It's sensational.
Which brings us back to the workforce impact. We touched on displacement, but what does this evolving landscape really mean for human creative jobs long term?
That's a significant ethical consideration and one that causes a lot of anxiety, understandably. AI streamlines workflows, that's undeniable, but it could potentially impact jobs for artists, writers, designers, musicians, and other creative professionals if studios or companies lean too heavily on it solely for automation and cost reduction.
However, as you also mentioned, it simultaneously opens avenues for entirely new roles, doesn't it?
It does. Roles like AI trainers, prompt engineers, AI ethicists specializing in creative fields, curators of AI-generated content, fostering these hybrid creators who can skillfully blend human intuition with machine capabilities.
So, the central challenge, again, is ensuring AI empowers and augments human talent, fostering collaboration and new skills, not solely leading to replacement.
That has to be the goal, yes. Navigating that transition thoughtfully.
So, the biggest question then, perhaps the most profound one, what does all this mean for the future of human creativity itself? Is it under threat?
That's the existential one, isn't it? And there are definitely two main schools of thought. Some fear that AI could eventually make human artists obsolete in certain areas, reduce creativity to a predictable formula, and ultimately devalue unique human expression.
A sort of flattening of culture.
That's the fear. But others view AI as a powerful catalyst for new forms of expression, a tool that pushes humans to innovate further, to explore previously unimaginable creative avenues, to focus on the aspects of creativity that machines can't replicate.
So maybe the most constructive way to see it is as a dynamic partnership, where AI handles the complex calculations, generates novel ideas, automates tedious tasks.
While humans bring the emotion, the context, the life experience, the critical judgment, the meaning.
That feels like a hopeful path, a dynamic partnership where the future really depends on how we choose to navigate it, balancing innovation with authenticity, ensuring that human creativity not only survives, but actually flourishes in new ways alongside AI.
I think that's the most productive framing, yes. It emphasizes human agency in shaping this technological future.
Okay, let's look ahead then, focusing on the positive potential. You mentioned immersive, interactive experiences becoming more prevalent. What's the incredible scope of what's coming in that area?
Well, one of the most exhilarating trends we're seeing is AI enabling entirely new forms of art, music, and storytelling that respond directly to the audience in real time, creating experiences that are unique to each individual participant.
Like that VR concert idea you mentioned, where the music visually and sonically evolves with your movement, or films that subtly change pacing, or even plot points based on biometric feedback indicating your emotional state.
Exactly those kinds of things. These experiences will inherently blur the lines between the creator and the audience, transforming creativity from a one-way broadcast into more of a shared, dynamic, deeply personal process. AI acts as the engine, generating the content and adapting to the input, creating a kind of living artistic landscape.
And AI itself evolving from just being seen as a tool to potentially becoming a genuine partner as it gets more sophisticated.
That seems likely, yes. AI could evolve into a true creative partner for artists, learning an individual's style, preferences, and goals over time, collaborating seamlessly, offering insightful suggestions, refining drafts, co-creating complex works in real time.
That could lead to entirely new art forms, couldn't it? blending human and machine perspectives in ways we can't even fully conceive of yet.
Absolutely. Imagine an AI working alongside a novelist on a story that evolves based on early reader feedback, or collaborating with a musician during a live performance to generate improvisations that adapt instantly to the audience's reactions. Each performance truly unique.
That's the really exciting potential. But for all this to work well and ethically, we absolutely need responsible frameworks in place, don't we? It can't be a free-for-all.
Absolutely crucial. As AI integrates ever more deeply into the creative process in industries, clear regulatory and ethical frameworks are not just helpful, they're vital.
And these frameworks must address those thorny concerns we've discussed, things like authorship, intellectual property, bias in algorithms, data privacy, and the potential impact on jobs.
It requires a collective, multi-stakeholder effort, from governments setting baseline regulations to tech companies developing transparent and ethical AI to creators themselves helping shape the standards for how these tools are used responsibly.
We might need new approaches to copyright specifically designed for AI-assisted works, clear guidelines for ethical data sourcing and usage in training models, and maybe robust training programs to help creative professionals adapt to new workflows and embrace these hybrid roles.
The overarching goal has to be harnessing AI's immense potential while meticulously preserving and celebrating that irreplaceable human spark of creativity, intuition, and meaning.
So, connecting all this to the broader picture then, AI is undeniably ushering in a truly transformative new era for creativity.
It really is.
Yeah.
An era where the boundaries of what's possible are constantly expanding right before our eyes.
AI offers creators tools to dream bigger, experiment more boldly, and connect with audiences in entirely novel ways, whether they're generating visual art, composing music, writing stories, designing fashion, or inventing something completely new.
But this exciting era also demands responsibility. It demands thoughtful use, embracing the potential while staying firmly grounded in the human spirit of creativity, fostering a future where art, technology, and human imagination can genuinely thrive together.
What an incredible journey we've taken today. We've really explored how artificial intelligence is, well, profoundly transforming creative industries right across the board.
We've seen it empower artists with remarkable new tools.
Spark fascinating, sometimes difficult debates about authorship and authenticity.
And open up possibilities that, honestly, just a short while ago felt like pure science fiction.
I think the core takeaway here, listening back, is pretty crystal clear. AI isn't here to simply replace human creativity. At least that doesn't seem to be the trajectory or the goal.
No, instead, it seems it's really here to amplify it, to enhance it.
Acting as a partner, maybe?
A collaborator.
Yes, exactly. A partner, a collaborator, perhaps even a spark that ignites fresh ideas and nudges us to think differently about what's creatively possible.
Whether you're already an artist, a writer, a musician, a designer, or just someone who loves to create things, AI offers this incredible world of opportunities for you to explore and maybe integrate into your own process.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Well, the creative revolution, powered by AI, is already here. It's happening now, and you are absolutely invited to be a part of it.
How might you begin experimenting yourself? Where do you start? We wholeheartedly encourage you to just try out an AI tool. There are many accessible ones now. Perhaps generate a piece of visual art with a simple text prompt. See what comes out. Maybe compose a short melody using an AI music generator. Or get help brainstorming a story idea if you're feeling stuck.
Just experiment, really. Play around with it, see what it can do, and discover where this remarkable technology might take you and your own creativity.
Let's make something amazing together.